Hello and welcome to the Unhinged Revelation Special Edition show. I'm Abu David. Chris is not with me tonight. I want to take this opportunity to share a traumatic experience, a profound experience that happened December 10th, 2019. It was a day I came home from work at 4 o'clock. I opened the door like this. I proceeded to drive in. The lights were off. I got out of the car. I closed the garage door. And as I got out of the car, I heard a sound of an animal. And I said, what the hell is going on? Did someone let an animal in here? So I proceeded to walk in the dark. I turned on the lights. And I was like, holy cow. And in this area right here, I found my sister, Monica, face first, with blood coming out of her head and a gun between her legs. She had succumbed to the great tempter called the devil. And she chose at that moment to take her life. I can still see it. I can still picture it. I can see every moment in my head. And I was given a photographic memory, and I could just see my life flashing before me. And as you can see, the ground is gold right there. That's where her blood was. Now, I'm not saying this to be macabre. I'm not saying this to glorify anything, or it happened 6 months and 4 days ago, and I actually recorded a video yesterday. It didn't upload correctly, but I promised to talk about my sister Monica in a positive light. And I said I'd make the world know what a sweet spirit, what a humanitarian she was. And I chose to do it in June because June has a month of 6. And it's been 6 months. To the day almost that she took her life. I wanted to do it yesterday because I believe in numerology and numbers. And if you study numerology, my sister's life path number was 9. And 9 in numerology is one of the biggest numbers, powerful numbers there is. And it means leadership and humanitarian. And these are type of people that, if you look at the number 9, it's the circle of life, but the 9 is pointing down to earth, so they're more earthly. Nikola Tesla was a number 9. He believed in 3, 6, and 9 were creative numbers, and he ruled his life by the number 9. He'd walk like 3 blocks, wash his hands like 18 times, or this stuff that added up to 3, 6, or 9. And so yesterday I wanted to do the show because it was 6 months and 3 days to the day that she took her life. My sister was a sweet spirit. My sister Monica struggled to wanted to help people and change the world. In fact, she would help people that I'd say, what are you doing? Why are you helping them? Because they were unscrupulous people, and they were just using her for her money, because she'd always give people things and help people out. But I told Monica, I said, you have a good heart, but you have to also be responsible in who you help. Because we have this thing that if you just help somebody, that does not necessarily mean that's a good thing. Because some people have to learn on their own, have to fend for themselves, and she'd be used and abused, and she'd have things done to her. People would just steal from her, abuse her kindness. But let's be clear too, my sister also, she had independent spirit. She had a strong-willed spirit, which is good at times, but sometimes not. But she struggled with depression, and she struggled with fibromyalgia, MS, and it took everything out of her. She was in pain, but she kept forging ahead, and she one that would not sit on her rear end and collect the paycheck. She worked. She collected disability, but she would work 31 hours, but she wanted to work. And she works 36 hours, 5 hours over disability. But she got caught. And the government found out. And I think the last straw that broke the camel's back why she took her life is that she found out she owed $10,000s of dollars. That's how sick this fucking country is. Here's a person that wants to work as hard as they can through a disability, because you ain't getting shit on disability. You ain't getting shit to live on. Because people treat people like shit. And if you own a business and you don't provide your employees with enough money to at least get the basic necessities, food, shelter, and clothing with a paycheck by itself, you're a piece of shit. And I don't give a shit. I'm not going to use, nice, classy words. What do you want me to use? Okay, you're a Baby Ruth with smell if you're an employer that does not give your employees a living wage. I'm not saying give them a wage where they can go buy a Lamborghini or a brand new car or whatever, but at least have the dignity to have the basic necessities to live on. At least a 1-bedroom. Enough for some food. It's the first birthday I had. My birthday was June 6. And she'd be always the first one to say, "Happy birthday, brother." She always called me brother. We'd go out, she'd call me brother. In July of 2019, she had re-upped her driver's license card and her Oregon donor card to donate organs. She felt she had no purpose in life. She struggled. What was I born to do? What was I born to do? And if you're someone reading or hearing this, I want my sister's death to mean something. For anyone that's considering taking their life, for anyone that's considering what is it that you're born to do, well, you know what? I believe in the Bible. The Bible says, I believe other spiritual books, but the Bible makes a good point. True religion is this: to visit the fatherless and the motherless, to visit those souls that are struggling, that are calling for help. And you know, there are some souls that are stubborn, that say, leave me alone, leave me the hell alone. Then you know what you do? You do what Jesus did when he went into a town and they did not want to listen. You shake off your clothes, you wring your hands, and you say, and you leave. So I like to think in July when she re-upped her organ donation, that she felt that if I take my life, maybe I can donate my organs to help some people. She must have known that, or must have been planned out from the beginning of our existence on planet Earth, that I would find her that unfaithful or faithful day, depends how you look at it, faithful day for those that got some organs from my sister to continue their life, unfaithful that she took her life. I like to think that that's what she was thinking in a morbid kind of way, that if I shoot myself, that I can donate my organs. But she took a big chance, because I found out that if the heart's not breathing, they can't do anything with those organs. So when I got home that day, December 9th, or 10th, 2019, well, another thing with number 9 life path people is that they feel abandoned. They feel abandoned by their parents. And I'm not blaming anybody, but I'm just trying to show you what 9 life path number people mean, or denotes. And my dad, and I love my dad, and I'm not here to indict my dad, but he would always say, I'm glad we didn't stop at 2, referring to me and my sister. There's a picture of me and my sister when we were young, 6 and 7. Oh, I was 6 or 5 or 6, giving her a hug. I'm doing this video because I promised my sister when she was on the machines in the hospital that I would give meaning and purpose to her life. I was the one, along with her son, would visit the hospital. But ultimately, I was the one that would see her last breath exposed as the foam came from her mouth, and her eyes just looked at me. But in that dark moment, we talked about this on a different video, grace abounded in the moment of darkness, because she was able to save 3 lives by donating a liver and 2 kidneys. Three lives. Number 3 means completed communication. Her organs completed life communication to 3 individuals. I got a chance to meet beautiful people at the hospital, social workers that comforted me as I went through all this. And I was the only one to see it. And every day when I open the garage door, I can see my sister. Yeah, she struggled with depression. She struggled a lot. But I'm here to tell you, she was a beacon of light to a lot of people, even in her moment of darkness. And I remember this text that she gave me when I was supposed to take her somewhere, and she texted me, don't be mad at me. Please don't be mad at me. But I can't go today. I really didn't show her the kind of love a big brother should have. And so I decided to make this video to just show and to speak of how beautiful a soul she had, but succumbed to the tempter, the great tempter there is. And I also have lived in darkness as well, if you've seen the first show I've done. But no man on this planet Earth can affect my soul and my spirit. You may affect my body, you may attack my body, but you will never, ever get my soul. And I've heard the tempter, I've seen the tempter, I've seen darkness, I've witnessed darkness. Oh, there's so much darkness, but I've come out of it like a phoenix rising out of the ashes. And I'm going to make the demonic tempter, anybody that's demonic, anybody that seeks to control people through satanic and Luciferian means, I am seeking to destroy that mindset. And that's why my sister's death, when she took her life, she gave me life. And she gave me life, and she gave me now love of humanity more than ever. And if the tempter thought that it would hold me down, the tempter is absolutely wrong. The destructing spirit in the world today, the darkness in the world today, the mindset of today's people that want to seek to control and to hurt and to laugh at people. You can go to the lake of fire. And I don't mean go to the lake of fire and suffer torment for eternity. I'm talking about go to the lake of fire and be re-educated on what true light is and what true unconditional love is. And if it takes you a lot of time to figure it out, then damn it, let that happen. There's too much suffering in the world today. Oh, I've heard a tempter laugh at me and say, what are you going to do, David? What are you going to do? What am I going to do? Greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. I can't do anything by myself. But with the Spirit of the living God, spiritual energy, whatever you want to term it, with that spiritual energy coursing through my veins, with that energy, that light, and with that unconditional love coursing through my mindset, the tempter is Teflon. And that's going to be the title of this video. Teflon tempter. Because you're just going off my body. You may have gotten my sister. But now you're dealing with a different force. And in the picture where I'm hugging my sister, she's wearing red and white. Purity and passion. That's what she had in life. And I was wearing a yellow shirt. The sun color. The sun. The sun has always been with me. The Son of God has always been with me. So I just want to take this opportunity to say I love my sister, Monica. I miss her. And I missed birthday wishes, but I will see her again. A month and a half later, after she took her life, I was going to the gym at the bottom of these stairs right here. And I heard a voice, a whisper, very audible. It was in the afternoon around 12:30, 1 o'clock. And the word was, bye. Right here, I was staying right here. And the word was, bye. I quickly yelled upstairs to my dad because it was so, I could hear it so clearly. I said, Dad, did Mom say something? He's like, no, what are you talking about? No, because I heard some voice. Well, I really believe, in fact, I really know that was her saying, they sometimes people saying when someone takes their life, they're like in this limbo, that they don't know what really happened, that they think they're still living, but they passed on to a thing, but they still can see. I've heard stories. And they're put in that limbo until it was their appointed time to pass on. So if you were supposed to, because everybody is appointed man to die once, a time to die. If it was your moment to die at 51, that you wait in that limbo state. So I think she was saying bye. That, okay, I'm going to the next place where I need to go. And my belief is that, and my knowledge is that you don't just go to nirvana and to the 7D conscious. You don't go to the place dwelling consciousness. I think you go where you left off on this planet Earth. But I think she's at peace now. I think she's at a different frequency, vibrational existence. That because there was a guy I would hear. A question was raised in the audience member, and she asked the question, "Where's my grandmother?" And this person who could channel spirit said, "She's right here. Everything's here. But she's on a different frequency. She's on a different vibrational existence." It's kind of like a dog with a 20,000 hertz whistle. They can hear that whistle. We can't. So everything's here. My sister had a different frequency, in a different environment. But I just want to take that moment to say my sister did a good thing. Well, not a good thing, but good thing came out of it. 3 people's lives have been saved. And 3 lives are functioning. And hopefully she'll reap the fruits of that. But for anyone that's considering taking your life, please, you do hurt other people that love you, albeit sometimes family members don't like to see other families suffer, but you're here for a purpose. Even in the depressed, even in sadness, you're here for a purpose. I thank you for listening. I thank you for listening. And may my sister's memory live on. Thank you very much. This has been Abu David with Unhinged Revelation, telling everyone, live in the light. Jesus said, my burden is light. Yoke is easy, my burden is light. Thank you. I love you. And may the Lord's light shine upon you. Be prosperous. Be healthy and wealthy and wise. Good night.